I'm no stranger to weird paranormal stuff. Some people just seem to attract it, right? Well, that's me. A while ago, I was on a cruise in the North Atlantic, and some seriously creepy stuff went down. Ever since then, I've been obsessed with shipwrecks, especially the Titanic. So, when I had the chance to buy something that was claimed to be a real piece of the Titanic, I bought it right away. It wasn't big, just a tiny piece of wood in a plastic case, but I was still excited about it. I took it home and put it on my Titanic shelf in my office. That's where I keep all my White Star Line stuff, including a picture frame, a miniature tea set, and even a boarding pass from the Tennessee Museum. It didn't take too long for things to get weird, though. It all kicked off at work. I work as a tour guide at a local museum, showing people around old houses and telling them about the history. The house I'm usually in is small, just 3 rooms, but it's cozy, and I like working there. One day, I was about to go greet some tourists, and I heard knocking coming from the front porch. I went outside to see who it was, but there was nobody there. So I went back inside, and when I got to the kitchen, the back door, which I know I closed, was wide open. Now this door is super old and hard to open. It sticks on the floor because the house is settling. You really have to turn the handle to get it open, and it wasn't just a crack, it was halfway open. As I reached out to close it, it slammed shut all by itself. I was happy to go home that day. And it's not just the door. I keep hearing noises all the time, like voices, footsteps, laughing, kids playing or crying. It sounds like people are coming up to the front porch, but when I go to check, nobody's there. It keeps happening over and over. I've also noticed that the colder it gets, the stronger the activity is. On warmer days, it's just a weird sound here and there, but on cold days, doors open on their own. I feel my hair being pulled, rocking chairs move, and I even feel like I'm being touched or hugged. I really think there are a few spirits that have attached themselves to that piece of Titanic wood, and now they're attached to me. I think one of them is a maid, because sometimes when I'm not dusting or cleaning, at work or at home, I feel someone tapping my shoulders or poking my hair until I get up and start working again. There was this one day where it was freezing cold, and I kept hearing a woman's voice saying, "Help me, help me." It was quiet, but I could hear it. It didn't stop until I lit a fire in the fireplace. I hear that same voice a lot. Sometimes she's asking for help, other times she says hi or hums or even cries. I'm calling her a third-class passenger, probably. Now, I don't know if any of these ghosts are first class, which I'm sure is what you're thinking. All I can say is that one day I had to work in one of the fancier houses at the museum. I was in the man's study, and the vibe in that room was so intense. I could feel the floor shaking like someone was pacing back and forth. They would stop every now and again to shove a couch. I don't know why. Later that day, I was walking around the mansion and I heard glasses clinking, coins or jewelry jingling. Someone touched my shoulder and pulled my necklace, and I even felt like someone kissed me on the cheek. Could these be the poor souls of the first-class passengers? What do you think? Those spirits don't follow me back to the small house very often, except for one. Whoever was pulling my necklace, pacing around and touching my shoulder, likes to show up at the small house where I work. The smell of expensive booze always comes with this one, too. That's how I know it's the same one. I don't know for sure, but I keep calling it a he. His footsteps are louder than the lady who keeps asking for help, and he has a strong grip when he touches me. You're probably wondering why I'm so sure these are Titanic ghosts. Well, I'm not a 100% sure. There's no way to know for sure. I'm just saying all of this stuff only started happening after I brought that little piece of wood home from that famous doomed ship.